Well, good afternoon, guys. This is a kind of a chart that I thought I would draw up to help explain how enlightenment works in the Buddhist thinking. So, this line here is basically complete understanding, right? We start at the beginning of knowledge and we climb this through experience until we finally reach complete understanding. When understanding is complete, this is the state of enlightenment that the Buddha was talking about. And it ends our emotional discomfort, the feelings that we have on a daily basis that make our lives uncomfortable. And this is also the end of the self and the beginning of signlessness, which is kind of should be called statelessness in a sense, and aimlessness, which means we would no longer be aiming our love or contentment at one specific thing, but that would be a general feeling. So this is the Buddha state, the state of love, trust, patience. Our actions will be actions of health. We will be open and helpful. And this is a natural state. These things aren't forced upon us. This is how we would naturally feel when we had complete understanding of a situation, right? That it is the incomplete understanding of something that creates all the other feelings. So when we have an incomplete understanding, only made partially to the point of fully understanding something, this narrows our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, and emotions, all affected by our suffering. So we are uncomfortable with something because we don't know enough about it. It makes us feel uncomfortable. And just like if we had a bad knee, a sore knee, or an uncomfortably injured knee, it would limit our actions. It would limit our patience because we were in pain. It would limit a number of things. That having this emotional pain from not understanding completely creates the feelings of anger and jealousy. It creates the feeling of attachment to some things and the desire to avoid other things. And really, this is a narrow love, right? Which, again, is called aimed love, right? Not aimless. It's aimed at one thing, and for that reason it avoids or does not touch many other things, and many other things feel unloved by us. This also, the state of not understanding completely and the discomfort that it brings creates frustration and anxiety in our life, right? So all of these thoughts and feelings, these actions and emotions and discomforts are all based on incomplete understanding, which means that all of these thoughts and feelings that we're having are distorted in some way, distorted by the fact that we do not understand completely. And until understanding is complete, our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions will really be of little use to us in creating this higher state of being enlightened, right? That the only value of this state, the value is not in the thoughts and feelings because these are all distorted. The value is in the suffering. And that is why the Buddha said suffering is a gift, right? The value is the suffering because we can see that our thinking, our incomplete understanding is creating the suffering, and that anything that is created can also be, anything that has a beginning also has an end. And so we can begin to explore how to end suffering. And in this case, we end suffering by completing our understanding of how things work until we are no longer in a state of discomfort around the things that we are encountering. Our only true answer will always be to love, to show trust, to show patience, to show health, to be open and to be helpful. And every time and any time that we feel not like that, when we are encountering a situation, whenever we feel less than love and patience, we can ask ourselves, how is our understanding incomplete? What do we not yet see about this circumstance? Knowing that we already know what the right answer and the right actions are. They're up here to be loving and trusting and patient and to work towards our mutual health, to be open and helpful, right? And that these feelings that we're having are not real. They are coming from not having a complete understanding of the situation. So anyways, that is how it all works, right? My teacher used to say when I was upset that the Buddha would not be upset at all about such a thing. And he would say, of course, he was completely enlightened, right? He had complete understanding. And that meant that our feelings were coming from being in the dark in some way. And this is really what this is illustrating, right? So just a quick little conversation about how enlightenment is formed and how it changes the way we see things. And that's it for tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.